Oh, that's hilarious. All right. All right. All right. All right. Let's start. We have got a few people in the Zoom. It's going live on TV land. Hello, folks in the TV interwebs and Zoom, the Zoomers. So we're going to start with breath work. And actually, I'm going to sit on this little chair that I have, little Moroccan chair. And we're going to do, it's sort of, so I studied a bunch of breath work with this guy, Tim Vanderfleet. You can follow him, and he has a bunch of longer breath work sessions on here, but we're just going to do his thing. So it's going to be 5 deep breaths and then a short breath hold on the, like it'll be really 6. You'll breath hold on the 6th one. We're not going to breath hold for a long time. And then we'll let that out. And if you need to let it out sooner, you can let it out sooner. If you want to go longer, go longer. Then we'll take one more inhale, hold for like 15 seconds, and then we'll start again. So the breath hold might be around 30 seconds. I'm not counting. So I really am not going to know, but we're going to do just a little arch and curl with that. So it's going to be like a cat cow. You're going to inhale and I'll count to 5 and then we'll take a deeper breath. Here we go. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything out. Big inhale. One more time, everything out. Biggest inhale and hold it in. Lifting in and up, relaxing the outer body. So inner body, think of it going in and up, and outer body out and down. Relaxing the surface, lifting up the inside. And then exhale, slow hiss. Inhale again. Draw in and up. So you're engaging Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, all these bandhas. If you know what they are, if you don't, just imagine drawing in and up at like not 100% of capacity, but maybe like 60%. And let it go. And in between, we're just going to do a few things. So now that we've had one round, you're just going to turn your head from side to side, take in the environment, see what's around you, give your nervous system the information that you're safe enough, and you can continue and sort of start to let your body relax a little bit more. So with it drawing in and up, it's like you're engaging your pelvic floor. You may be drawing in and up under your diaphragm and a little, it's almost like a little neck lock, like you're going to swallow and your head is down. And then everything outside of that is relaxing. So we'll do this one more time. So it'll be 5 to 7 breaths, holding on probably the 7th one. Here we go. Arching and curling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All the way in. Deepest breath. All the way out. Next one, fill up and hold. Drawing in and up. Relax the outer body. Slow hiss exhale. Imagine just everything dropping down. One more inhale in. Hold. Let it go. So when we're doing the big deep breathing, I want to think of filling up the whole thing. So it's not like sometimes people like emphasize just breathe into your belly, or sometimes breathing is really high up. With this, it's like you're filling up as deep, as full as you can. All right, before we go on, let's just do a head up and down, looking down to the floor, looking up to the ceiling. Big nod. Yes. Yes to being alive on the planet today. Yes to existing. This is our 3rd and final set. So what we're doing now is just a little mini version of like what breath. Tim has this thing called the minimal morning routine, and that's what we're doing. There's this tiny little morning routine that only takes a few minutes. And we got another person coming into the Zoom. All right. Here we go. Last set. 5 deep breaths. Inhale. 3, 4, 5. Big full breath in. Exhale everything out. Big full breath in. Hold. Drawing in and up. Relaxing the outer body. Let it go. Take another inhale. Hold. Relax. In and up. Outer body relaxing. Maybe a little micro movement. Just adjusting on the internal system. And let that go. So I feel like this kind of breath work is important. And there are many different ways. There's lots of types of breath work, and I've studied a bunch of different styles. This kind of breath work is more of an energizing breath work to give you energy. It's not so much a down regulator as an up regulator, but it should be an up regulator that is also relaxed. So it's not like, I'm so nervous now. It's like I've had this energy coming up, but my outer body can really relax and ground, come into the earth. So just taking a bounce, finding a rhythm in your body, shaking everything out that you need to let go of. Shake, 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 shake. I want to say shake your moneymaker. Let it go. Shake it all go. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Because we're all making so much money from shaking, right? Yeah. Your path to riches. Shake it out. Let it go. It's clearly working really well for me. But maybe really what we want to shake out is any crappy feelings we have, shake out any like blocked stuff, shake out any yucko that might be happening in your body. That is the technical anatomical term for these holding patterns is yucko. Good. And we'll do a quick lymph flush. So rubbing your hands together, we're going to go through this one really fast. Right hand to left upper clavicle. I would imagine that if you are on my channel, you have been here and done this before. If you haven't, I have a shorter version of this where I explain it more. But for right now, you're just rubbing around your collarbone. Right hand to the left. Let me just randomly blurt out words and then change it to the other side, above and below the collarbone. And you can see I am moving as I do this, right? So I'm just inviting in this sense of whole body flow. So I'm not kind of locked up, but I've got this movement happening, weight shifting, relaxing my face, neck, and tongue. And then coming into the angle of the jaw, right around where the angle of your jawbone is, just above it and under it. Very gentle in there. Soft and friendly to your tissues. We're not trying to rip anything apart. We're just trying to stimulate the flow of the lymphatic system. So getting these lymph nodes moving. We're going to do we'll do 2 face ones as well. So coming up right next to your nose, there's a little indentation just sort of above your nostril. Circle around there, squish up your face. And then the next place we're going to come to is here underneath. My apartment's dusty. Underneath your cheekbones. Squish around your face. Move it. Open, squish. Shake that out. And then we're going to go to armpit pec. So right hand to your left armpit pec. Getting in there. Maybe yawning, clearing up your station tubes, ears. Other side, same thing. And this is everyday practice. Lymph flush, breath work, lymph flush, outside in the sunlight, getting some fresh air, some sunlight, ideally in the morning, and then coming into Cisterna Kylie, we're going to pump in and up. There's my belly button, there's my side foot process, right smack dab in the middle. So we should have gotten the Cisterna Kylie already juiced a little bit through the breath work. It is there under our diaphragm. And when we're doing that breath work, we're really moving the diaphragm, moving the inner body, right? We don't want to be all gummed up and stuck in there. We want movement. And then coming to the inguinal fold between your hip bones and your pubic bone. And then behind the eye of your knee. So right in there, right in the crease behind your knee. You can bend and straighten your knees. Good. And let that go. Another shake, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Free up your tissue, get a little bounce. So there's some resilience, some bouncy trounciness in your tissues. Fun, 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 bouncy trouncy. Good. And then we're going to take it down to the floor. We're taking it right down to the floor. My cameraman has come with me, as you can see, travels with me. Just going to move this over and all the way down. Give into the gravitational pull of the earth. Thank you, Gaia. Thank you, Earth, for holding me without letting me fall off. We're just going to roll really slowly onto one side and then to the other side. Imagine that the fluid, you're rolling slow enough that the fluid and the fascia have the time to renegotiate that inner space, rehydrating, giving the sliding, gliding surfaces inside your body some movement just by squishing them, right? We're squishing them. There's a little compression, rolling from side to side. Giving into gravity, letting go, nothing to fight against here. Give it all away. Let yourself melt into the floor, nothing to hold up. And then come back into center. And let's take our knees up, circles with your legs, keeping them together. So now you're circling around your sacrum, lower back, easy, loose circle. If you find yourself gripping in your abdominals, in your gut body, see if you can let that go. So think of even like your intestines squishing around against each other, change direction. So reproductive organs, intestines, gut body, mobilizing and softening. So there's no extra holding and tension inside. And then come in, and we're going to go with the legs circling away from each other. Lubricating up your hip sockets and circling the other way. And your lower back and your tailbone should also have a chance to release here a little bit. So we're massaging through that tissue, softening inner body, hydrating lower back, hydrating the hips. Good. And then let's take the legs down to the floor, lifting your pelvis up, circles with your hips, easy circles. Doesn't have to be super high, but it would be great to get to a point where your pelvis is directly between your shoulders and your knees, right? The I'm not seated way of having your body, right? Like here's seated. Not that I'm seated, but like in that fold, right? And now I'm opening that up, opening the front of my hip flexors, working my back, pushing the floor away, change direction, easy movement in your spine, easy movement. As we move our spine, we're allowing the discs to also move, they receive nourishment and can readjust as we're moving, right? So it's important to move just to let our body roll it down, readjust. I say renegotiate the inner space, like take up space where it needs to, let go of tightness where it can. And the tightness might be grippings that we do. We've learned how to be a person by holding on in these different ways. Maybe they're not always the most functional. Maybe we can let them go. But sometimes if we let go of our holding really quickly, it destabilizes us. We freak out. So we want to take things slow in our body. Let's take our, what do I want to do? Let's do this. Arms over your head. Legs are going to be bent. You can slide your feet out a little bit. We're just going to come up a quarter of the way. And then inhale, open it up. Exhale, not doing any extra squeezing than necessary. Open up. Exhale, roll it up. Inhale, long body. Exhale, roll. Inhale, lengthen down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Let's change it. You're just going to draw a knee in. You're going to come up and then lengthen down. Other knee, up and lengthen down. One knee towards your nose, up and down. Other knee, up and down. One knee, so you're curling, roll it up, lengthen down, roll it up, lengthen down, roll it up, lengthen down, and relax. Turn your head from side to side, relax your neck and shoulders. And then we're gonna go with both feet off the floor. Let's take our hands behind our head, and your legs are just gonna switch. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Take them both up, knees open, knees close, knees open, knees close, knees open, knees close, knees open, knees close. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and relax, drop it down. So you have a little bit of activity there, working in your core, working in your abs. But I don't wanna, like, overdo it. I feel like so many people go nuts, and then they create these, like, stress patterns in their bodies. Open it up and roll onto one side, open it up, and roll to the other side. Gentle movement, opening, stretching, reaching, and drawing it in and closing. Open it wide, fold it in. Massaging through your back, and fold it in, open it up, fold it in, open it up, and roll it to the side. Open it up. We're going to add another maneuver. You're going to take it to the side, onto your side. I'm going to take this top leg back, and I'm going to push the floor away and come up. And then I'm going to return back down to the floor in any way. Open, roll. Top leg goes behind the bottom leg. I'm going to come up. I'm going to gently return to the ground. Open it through the middle, fold it in, bringing it up, taking it down. Oh, I got a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. Yeah, like every time I come here, what do? I clean, but I haven't done it yet on this trip. And it's like, oh, what do I do down here? I clean and dust, and then the next time I come back, it's just as dusty as it was when I left. Easy. You can take this faster. You can also let go of the stretching open and just go from side to side. If that feels like too much, go slower, be softer, be gentler. Take it in your own time. Melt into the floor, roll across, letting your body move like a body of water, right? Gently returning to the ground, rolling across and coming up. On the next one, we're going to come all the way up. Last one. And we're going to walk it around into all fours. Curling your toes under in the back, we're going to arch, chest open, pull with your hands slightly so you start to fire up the back of the arms, like you're going to launch yourself forward. And then push tops of the feet to the floor, around your spine. Curl, inhale, arch, exhale, hollow, and push. Inhale, Arch, reach through your butt, reach through your sit bones, and reach through your chest. So you're elongating your body. And then push, elongating in the arch. Chest is reaching forward, tail is reaching back. Push and curl, arch and curl and arch and curl. And then come in, free flow spinal movement. Add a hiss. So working with the theta breath, it's a soft hiss. Free up your spine. Take a deep breath in. Free flow movement, sending ripples and waves in any way through your body. Explore the inner territory. Head tail connection, legs into your hip sockets, arms into your shoulder girdle, into your rotator cuff. Shifting your weight. You can also pick up a limb. Let this be really as free flow and free form and creative as you want, depending on what you need in your body right now. And if you're like, what is crap? I'm not talking to my Zoom room, I'm talking to the TV land people. If you're like, I need to be told what to do, then offer yourself the invitation to find your own creativity, your own freedom, your own imagination, and play with that. Good. And let's take it down to a forearm plank. You're going to push forward and backward, head forward, heels back, pelvis in the middle. And then drop it down to the floor. Take your hands next to your chest. We're just going to actually, let's take your hands down here. Legs are going to be together. We're going to do this thing called flight. You're going to keep your legs pretty much parallel and just lift an inch or two off the floor in your upper and lower body. So it's not a big arch, just a little one. Breathing into it, feeling your toes lengthening away, feeling the crown of your head lengthening away from center. Breathe. So here we are working our back, but we're not going for a huge arch. Good. And relax it down. Head on one side. Surrender into the floor. And then come up again. Maybe just a little higher. If you want to stay in the like, I'm not going to overdo my back thing, keep it low. If you want to come up a little bit more, go for it. Breathe into it. And then head on the other side, relax down. Relax your shoulders, relax your body, melt, soften, let go. We're going to do a third set, but first we're going to just release the quads, letting your legs shift from side to side. If you want to do a full with your feet, do that, but massaging out the front of your thighs, releasing your lower back, relax your butt muscles. Change direction. Bring it in, and then our last time. Coming up. If you want to come high on this one, go for it. Reaching it out or stay low, right? The real flight version is like in line like this. When I come up, I'm just working my back more. Breathe. And relax. Take it into a child's pose. Big, deep breathing in your child's pose. Fill up your lungs. And melt. Let go. Big breathing into your body. Imagine that your whole body is hollow and you have to fill the whole thing with your breath on the inhale. So that your breath is going all the way down into your toes, all the way to your fingertips, to your nose. Just imagining that. And then roll it up through your spine and coming forward. We're going to go from a forearm plank into a side plank. So taking it into your forearm plank. From here, take your hand, bring it towards your elbow, and then just flip onto your side. Open it up. Circles with that top arm. 1, 2, 3. Change direction other way. 1, 2, 3. And bring it down. Switch it to the other side. Circles. 1, 2, 3. Other way. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back to center. We're going to do one knee to the floor at a time, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Twisting underneath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Both knees to the floor. Walk your hands forward. Walk your knees back. Big circles with your hips toward the floor and then reaching out in the back. Again, to help release lower back, glutes, and open the front of your body as you're going forward, right? So a lot of these exercises that I feel like if you're coming from sort of a fitness perspective, they can seem like we're not even doing anything. Sometimes these are the most important ones, right? Mobilizing your body and letting your tissue have more three-dimensionality, right? More relationship in different planes of movement, relationship to gravity in different ways, all super important. Let's take it back to your belly. Opposite arm to leg. Inhale up, exhale down. Use your breath. Think of lengthening from the center out and then releasing back down. Reach and release. Reach and release. Reach and release. Contralateral movement, moving into the back space. Good. And hands next to your chest, baby cobra. Connect your hands, arch all the way up, round your spine. Take it back to your child's pose. Breathe, melt, elongate, soften. You're going to take your chin and chest toward the floor, take it forward and down, all the way to the floor. Hands next to your chest, arch up, push with your arms, round your spine, take it back and down. This time, elbows are going to bend, chest and chin to the floor, take it forward, up, rounding your spine, back and down. Elbows bend, chin and chest to the floor, dive through, up, curling as you go back, arching through, curling back. One more. Last one. Arch it through, curl it back. And let's just take a quick downward dog. Curl your toes under, dog, or mountain pose, depending on how you're naming it. Then one knee, bend the other. Look under your armpit. Look under your armpit. Stretching the whole back of your body from your foot through your calf, through your hips, butt to the ceiling. Scoop your belly in, round your spine, roll it forward into a plank. Drop your head, push with your arms, roll it up to the ceiling, lower your heels. Heels high, scoop your belly in, round your spine, roll it forward. Find it, drop your head, push, roll it up and lower. Heels high, scoop your belly in, roll it forward, find it. Then we're going to change it. You're just going to open up, bring it back down, other side, side plank, bring it back down, drop your head, roll it up to the ceiling, lower your heels. Take one leg up, reach it up, pulsing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Knee into your chest, poke a hole through the ceiling, and change legs. Other leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Knee into your chest, poke a hole through the ceiling, and come down. We're just going to do a hip stretch really quick because I know Linda has to leave. And I feel like also release your wrists. Release, release one way, go the other way. Ankle over knee. Bottom leg can be straight or you can fold it under. Either way, work with the one that you need to do. This is always a challenge. Take it down and melt. Do you like a challenge or do you struggle with a challenge? That's the question. You can also do this with the bottom leg straight, right? Or laying on your back and just drawing it in towards you. Breathe. So that's one thing I was going to say about the breath holds. When we're doing breath work where we're stressing our body a little bit, but we have control over it. It's a good it's good for our nervous system to work with those levels of tension and stress when we have control. So we can go, "Oh, I can take this. This is okay." It's like cold plunging. You go in there and then you get stronger because you can do that, right? And then come up. It's like a agreement with self. Shake it out. But that agreement with self goes much deeper because it's going in on a nervous system level. Like that, oh, I can try this thing. And the reason I can do it is because I have control. It's not being forced upon me. If I need to breathe in, I breathe in. So when we're doing breath holding, I feel like that practice is also working our, I don't want to say our willpower, but it's our relationship to stresses in the body and on the body. And it's not like we want to, we're not very stupid by being able to take stress. We're very we're tuning into what's really happening. Right? See, a lot of people are taking on stress, but they're blocking out their whole body and they're not aware of what's going on. Like they shut it down, right? So this is one reason we're feeling into our body as we're doing it. If we need to breathe in, we breathe in. Or with the cold plunging, you're not staying in the water so long that you get frostbite. And it's really easy. Relax, let it go. If you're following like Wim Hof stuff or doing, let's say the more, let's just go with the more sort of masculine, like forceful do stuff. It's super important that you're still really listening to your own system. And sometimes we're hearing information on from the outer world that no, this is totally safe, you can do it. If your system is telling you don't, then you better listen to that, right? Like my thing is, and it's easy to not listen if your teachers have told you something different, right? So really honor what your system is saying. Roll it from side to side, rolling across your butt. Even with exercise, right? Our body likes to take things slow. And at the same time, sometimes we do want to really push it. Like I had a really great pole class on Monday and I was sore for the whole week, pretty much. Not the whole week, but like a couple of days, like 3 days of being like, wow, I really feel what I did. This is awesome. But you don't want to do it so much that you can't then move for days on end. All right, knees to the floor. We're going to take it into a little side stretch. Take it down, roll it to the other side. My knee is behind my foot. I'm lifting up, side stretch, butt to the floor. Roll it to the side, press it up, bring it down. I can show you this way. Different relationships with gravity, different stretches, different strengthening exercises, different mobility work. Like we want a variety pack of options in what we're doing in our body, a variety pack of possibilities. Oh, yeah, I can move like that. Good. Let's take it down to the floor onto our backs. So the other day, my little neighbor who just turned 6 recently got one of those things. When I was a kid, it was a lemon, and it was like a hard lemon, well, with some rattly stuff inside of it, on a rope with a little band that you put around your ankle. And it's kind of like a weird floor jump rope thing. So my little neighbor had one. She's like, "Can you do this?" And I was like, "I think so." I was able to do it. So this is what I'm talking about because I learned it when I was a kid. We want to be able to move in these different ways. Yeah, you like swing the thing around and then jump over it. Ah, let's take it down. Although when I was a kid, those little lemons were hard and they would whack you on the ankle. The thing at the end of her circular jumping thing was not a lemon and it wasn't hard. Let's open and take big circles with your legs. Flexing your feet as you go down, point as you come up. If this is not an easy movement for you, make it a little smaller and just reach to the ceiling. If you're having a lot of popping and clicking in the joints, there's two things you could think about in the smaller version. One, You can think about your leg dropping into your hip socket. So it's dropping down, coming in. If you're hypermobile, that might be a good thing to think about. If you're tighter, you can think of your leg lengthening out and away. So it's like your leg is lengthening away. So just putting that energetic spin on it might change your experience, right? Reaching out or dropping down. For me, in these big ones, I'm really thinking about reaching out. I am hypermobile, but not that hypermobile. But I'm not having popping and clicking. Good. Let's roll back and forth. So rounding through your spine, massaging through your back. If you want to take this forward, you can take it forward like to a kneeling position, or you can take it forward to standing. You want to get a little bit more work with the legs. That is an option. Yeah, for a long time, like when I had that knee injury, I couldn't do that. But now I can. So grateful to have working knees again. But the thing I will say about having injuries for me is that it's always like a great learning experience. Like, how do I work with this? What do I need to do now? What can I do? What can't I do? All that kind of stuff. How's it going out there in the universe? All right, let's take it down to, I'm just checking time. We're good. Let's take it down to a side lying position. Laying down. Um, let's do like a whole series. Speaking of my leg and my rehab. So legs are straight down below you. Flexed foot parallel, pulsing up for 4, going 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it out. Flexed, 1. Right down below you, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Rotate in. Flexed, 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Flex. We're going to go for big ones. Up and down. 1. Flex up, point down for 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to add a little Pilates forward, backward. Go into the pike, legs a little, like maybe a foot in front of you, so they're not straight down below you. Flex forward, point back. Oh, the couch is in my way. And I'm going to stabilize my body for this one. Often I let it move, but I'm going to keep it fairly stable. 2 more. Last one. Pointed toes in the back, circles. Opening the front of your hip flexor, letting that move into your gut body. And flex, change direction. And then bend and take it back. Quad stretch, rotate in and out. Then you're going to take your bottom leg straight down below you again. Top leg is either going to go behind or in front, either way. And we're going to flex up. Bottom leg straight down below you, flexed parallel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we're supposed to just do 4. I got lost in there. Tippy toes for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it out. Flexed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it in. Flexed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tippy toes. 1, 2. Pointed toes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And relax down. Roll over onto your back. Easy circles with your legs. I can feel how much more mobile that leg is than the other one now from doing all that stuff. Change direction. Just feel the difference between your two legs as you circle. Maybe you don't feel the difference, maybe you do. I feel like, oh, wow, all the blood is flowing through there. I can feel my muscles. Switch it to the other side. And I did something recently where I was starting to feel that insertion of my adductor up into my pelvis. And it doesn't hurt today. That's one reason why we're doing these leg things too. Plus, I'm dancing later this afternoon in the park. So I'm like, okay, here's my warm up. Flex, legs are straight down below you, going one, parallel, two, three, four, tippy toes, one, two, three, four, pointed toes, one, two, three, four. Turn it out. Flex one, two, three, four, tippy toes, one, two, three, four, pointed toes, one, two, three, four. Turn it in. Flex. Two, three, four, tippy toes, one, two, three, four, pointed toes, one, two, three, four. Good. Kicking up. Flex up and point down. One for eight. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Bring it in. Legs slightly in front of you. Pilates pike. Flex forward, point back. Long body. Feeling how your leg connects into the tissue in your torso, right? As I reach back, I can feel all of that stretch. So, one whole body. It's not a bunch of parts, it is one whole. Everything is connected. Two more. Last one. Reach it into the back space, circles. And flex the other way. And grab on. Quad stretch. You can rotate in and out. Take it back. Feel the stretch in the front of your thigh. And then to bring your bottom leg straight down below you, top leg either behind or in front. I'm going to bring it in front now that I actually can. Flex parallel up one, two, three, four, tippy toes, one, two, three, four, pointed toes, one, two, three, four. Turn it out. One, two, three, four, tippy toes, one, two, three, four, pointed toes, one, two, three, four. Turn it in. Flex one, two, three, four. Tippy toes. Two, three, four. Pointed toes. One, two, three, four. And relax. Take it onto your back. Again, knee circles. Feel what your legs feel like. Feel what those hip sockets feel like. Go both ways. And then take a happy baby pose. Breathe into it. And release. Let's do knee over knee. So another hip stretch. This can be done here or laying on your back. Otherwise, knee over your knee. You're going to just circle yourself around over your legs. Breathing into it. Coming back into yourself. So if you have parts of yourself that you've shot off into other people's projects, into other parts of the world, into what's happening somewhere else, invite that part of you back in. Just inviting your energy body back to yourself. You can later just let it feed you for a little while. If you haven't changed directions, change directions. Yeah. Bringing your energy body back to yourself to recover, to heal, to fill the well so that then there's room to go out again. Take it down, soften and melt, breathe, relax your neck and shoulders. You can turn your head from side to side. And then come up, leave your legs where they are, spiral to the top leg, and then spiral towards the bottom leg. Bring it into center, open your arms, side stretch towards your top leg, lengthen over to the other side, and come up and unscramble, bang them out, rotate in and out, let it go. Switch it to the other leg, other one on top, non-dominant leg, take it in. And again, invite all of your reserves back to yourself. Sometimes we're worrying about a situation or another person or something, and our energy is going out. Bring that energy back. Don't worry about yourself, but bring it back in to fill the well. Your own energy body coming back to yourself. Change direction if you need to, if you're ready. Inviting all of yourself. The heart feeds itself first, right? The coronary artery is going around the heart, giving the heart what it needs before it goes out to feed everything else. So feed yourself first. I think often people aren't, uh, especially women, it isn't beaten into us how important it is that we take care of ourselves, right? We need to take care of ourselves before we're taking care of all the other things. Let's take it down, soften. Not in a selfish, shitty way, not in a greedy, shitty way, but in a, like, nourishing, healthy, healing way. And that can look very different to everybody. It can look very different on any given day to yourself. What do you need today to take care of your own needs, to meet your needs? And why does it even sound like I'm saying something bad to say meeting your own needs, right? Oh my god. Take it to the other side. Fundamental self-love, fundamental care. Open it out, side stretch. Inhale, open. Exhale to the other side. And then come up, unscramble, legs out in front of you. We're gonna do a little bit of arms before we finish. We normally finish with the stretching, but I wanna get a little bit of arm work in there. So let's do regular wide push-ups. So wider, elbows out, as opposed to triceps narrow in. I'm gonna do a push up and then a knee drop, and then I'm gonna go into a side plank. You can do any version of this. You can leave your knees on the whole time, make it work for you, however you want to do it. But I am going to do push up, knee drop, side plank, push up, knee drop, side plank. You could do it with your knees on the floor and then just pop them up. Oops, I forgot the knee drop. Talking, thinking, and doing at the same time aren't always successful. Good, last one. Ah, totally like lost my focus in there more than once. Take your fingers, squeeze, and just rotate in and out. Arms up over your head, circles. So arms are trying to go outwards, but your fingers are holding it together. Change direction. Big breathing. Let your lungs, ribs, diaphragm move around. Shake it out. Let's take it into a wide stance with your legs. So feet pretty wide. You're going to bend it over to one side and then the other. If you can do this with no arms, taking it down, go for it. Or use your hands. Also fine. Good. And then come in, walk your legs closer together, shake your head no, nod yes, relax your shoulders, wiggle it around, free up your spine, bend your knees, roll it all the way up. Deep breath in, opening to the heavens. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Free up your tissues, free up your body. Find a rhythm in your body. There are lots of natural rhythms that are happening in our body. Inhale, lift, shake it out, letting go of tension, letting go of self criticism, letting go of fundamental self aggression. Where does that even come from? Inhale, lift, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Last one. Inhale, open. Let it go. Let's wrap and just a little twist, giving yourself a hug, looking over one shoulder, looking over the other. Safe in your body. Safe in your body. And that is it. If you made it to the end, you win the prize of showing up for yourself.